Hi, can you hear me, Bob? Hello, hello, hello. I know this is a kind of crappy setup because it's looking at the screen, but I'm trying to post this so you can see what I'm up against. So you can see my cursor move around there. Can you hear me okay? Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Got four people. Let's see. I'm gonna pop this out. Am I not? Am I not coming through the microphone? It should be. The microphone basically it's like right next to me over here. Um, I know it's a weird looking display, but you know it is what it is. Just trying to figure out where I can do this chat or how I can do this chat. Now, if I pop out the chat, I can do that, and I can put it anywhere I want. Now, here's my question: I want to know if I can take and make this bigger. You know what I'm saying? Make the text bigger. Manage moderators, participants, toggle timestamps, and feedback. That doesn't do me any good at all. All right, let me try the what he called here. Oops, that's the wrong one. Wrong one. Where's my chat go? The chat's done went missing. There it is. See, I can put it back over here. That's not a big deal where it's at. I don't really need to see. Well, so thanks, Pat. Hey, good to see you. If you see this, the webcam's on my chair, so if I move my chair, that's what happens. Uh, yeah, it's working, but you can see the chat over here. I think. See how small it is? I want it bigger, and I need to maybe go into. Let's see if this will increase it, but I don't think it will because it just increases everything. Well, that might be better right there. Let me see that and see. Okay, yeah, there you can see that pretty easy, or I can anyway. That might be the way to do it. Just to change the uh, Chrome's or whatever's uh, magnification. I think. Can you hear me all right, Pat? I don't see Bob anywhere. Bob should be on here somewhere. Are you on here, Bob? Thank you. That's what I need to know because, like I said, the camera is just right over here next to me on the chair, the arm of the chair. It's just hanging out there, and I wanted to make sure that you guys could see everything. Because somebody last time we did this, they had asked me, well, they wanted to see the screen. Well, here's the screen. So basically, this is it. Like I said, I'm crappy the way this is. Well, that's kind of neat looking. uh, but like yeah, I could see that. And that's not a problem. Like we get some more people in here, try it out and get some more chat going. I thought Bob was going to join us, but I don't see or hear him. Maybe he doesn't know about it. But I just texted him and told him we were going to be doing this. So anyway, oh there he is. Hey Bob, you all know Bob. um, okay, on the audio, Bob. I like the chat view very much better. I think I can do this now. See this part over here on the screen? I don't really need to see that so much, especially if it's just me. Good, thank you, Bob. But like I said, the part that I was worried about was this chat, and by increasing the um, what do you call it? I might be able to do that to basically do this and see if we can restore the chat. Yeah, see, I can do that and still have a good picture of everything. I think you can make the chat take up one side. Yeah, that's exactly right, Pat. I think that's what I want to do. And I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm at 150 now. Let's go to 200. See, now that is more like it. That's because this part I don't really care about. Seeing me, as long as I'm in, my nose is all clogged up. As long as I'm in frame, and I really liked with it that little effect. That's kind of neat. But as long as I'm in frame, that's all I care about. The chat is the only thing I care about as far as seeing. Now I wonder if it will keep up with the lower thing. Okay, you can make the chat take up one side of the screen. Might make it bigger. Yeah, I think that's big enough. Don't you? Uh, I mean, I can see it good. The thing of it is, I don't know if it's gonna keep up with, unless it's gonna pop up an arrow that tells me that there's, more down low or whatever. Uh, I don't know. We'll see. I guess. How many people we got? Three. Somebody's being quiet. Unless I'm one of them. I don't know if I'm one of them or not when that comes up like that. Fantastic effect with. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's kind of neat. I had tested it out with cheese with just the webcam to get it in frame and everything, and I thought, well, that's going to look good. And of course, it didn't do that with cheese, but with the same picture that it's taking, it's a little bit different on this. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I really do 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 do. uh, when was that, Pat? How long's that been? Oop! I just leaned my arm over. I gotta watch doing that. Well, I won't have it on there for the Friday flat live. I'll be back on the monitor with it. And a few years ago, eh? Okay, well that's I was telling somebody in the last chat that this is a lot different since the last time Bob and I did this. Uh, and but I mean it's okay, especially now that I've figured out how to get the chat a decent size. And yeah, it does pop up at the bottom, which I'm glad of that when a new post appears. That way I can keep up with it a lot better, I think, because I'll notice something popping up at the bottom, whereas I probably wouldn't notice if it just went down below the line and just had a blue arrow there. But yeah, this is not bad. It's not bad. I think the Friday flap should work out pretty good. Um, I really do. So I'm happy I've got this going. Um, so I think this is really all a test I really needed, I believe. Now I've got to figure out something to say on Friday. So got to come up with something. I really want to do this back in the workshop and be working on something. Now, this might not be too bad. I might be able to keep up with the chat if I had set up like this back there, where I can see the chat a lot easier than if it's just real small. And so that might be the way to go. Uh, I think it works. It's working pretty good right now. I'm kind of happy with it. Um, Interesting to see when I'm looking at this. This is all backwards. In other words, it's like looking in a mirror. But now when it posts on YouTube, it's all normal. So that's kind of weird how that works. Yeah, there you go, Ron. Got to got it working now. It's a much easier to read, and I think it'll work out really good for the flapping video because I'll be able to see. And any of you guys got any preference on the time on Friday? I was thinking between 10 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon Eastern time. But You know, I know some of you guys work. Ron, do you work from home? Or are you retired or what? Or are you at the office and on your computer? Like I said, it's kind of nice this way. I like this. This is good. I can do this. I can even make it bigger. This is 200%, so I can make it bigger if I needed to, but I don't think I would. When you do pop out chat, you can grab the left edge and make it a window bigger. Yeah, you can, but I don't think the text doesn't follow along with that, Bob. In other words, it will just put a space on the end of the text, and the text stays the same. I've tried to pop out before, and it didn't really make any difference. I'll pop it out for you right now and show you what I'm talking about because that's what we're doing. So I can make this window bigger. I think is what Bob's saying. But you can see that the text doesn't change any size. It stays the same size. Just the edges of the where the thing is the only thing that changes. So yeah, I can do that, but it's actually better without the without that. So do you see what I mean there, Bob? Like it is right now, it's pretty much perfect. Make 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 GER. Oh, I tried that first. That was the first thing I tried before I guess you actually got on. And as soon as I did that, it just made everything. In other words, I went up here to this menu here and Zoom, and it just made everything on this whole thing because it's on the whole window. It didn't just affect the pop out. So that's what I tried at first, but it didn't work that way. So that's why I'm back to this way. Yeah, I did that exactly, just exactly like that. But anyway, like I said, this is fine. On some operating systems, holding down the control key. I've got a bad habit of doing that, reading. Yeah, I've noticed that too, and I didn't know why it was happening. It happens on my keyboard sometimes because I've got a touchpad on it, and sometimes it will make it bigger. But it could do the same thing with the zoom control. In fact, that's how I get it back to where it's normal. Let me make it back to 100%, and you guys can see where I'm talking about. Whoops, went too far. Okay, there's your 100%. Now you can see what I'm talking about. You just can't read that, and and this part over here is just way too big. Hey Ron, you like that effect? Is that cool or what? um, but yeah, so that's why I thought about using the zoom. I went back up to 200%. Now what's this thing do? Is that for a window? Let's go back up. All right, back up to 200% again. You also zoom by using the Alt key and scroll wheel. Okay, well, yeah, you can, but like I said, I know this works up here, and I don't have a wheel on my keyboard. Obviously, it's just a touchpad, so it works like it is. Click resizing in just the pop out window, not the whole screen. I don't know how to do that, Bob. I'll pop it out again to show you. Where do you do that? Where do you see power? There's no what do you call it up here for that? This doesn't do anything here. That's just for uh, YouTube Live. See, the only place that I can get that is up here on the what do you call it? And as soon as I do that, it does the whole window. And so that's that. You figure that out and how I can do that, and we'll try it. But like I said, until we do this is how I'm going with it. Is this restore the chat here and go back to that? That's perfect. I really wouldn't want it any different because it's making everything fine, and this is fine too because I don't need to be seeing that. Oh, my nose keeps stubbing. I hope this is not working like this on Friday because I'll be constantly blowing my nose. In fact, that's what I got to do right now. If you notice, everybody that's watching, when that view kind of moves around, it's because I'm moving around in my chair and the webcam's just laying on my arm of my chair. Excuse me, a little late. On the screen at the end of the HTTP line. Okay. You mean pop it out again and try that? All right. There's the HTTP line. I guess you're talking about right there. You talking about this? Oh, okay. You were right, Bob, but it's at 200%. Can I just see what happens? The whole thing went. You see the background? So that doesn't work any different. But it was a good thought. I appreciate the thought. And yes, you did find. Bob's good at finding things. Anybody needs something found, uh, you all know Bob. But yeah, as I was getting back to what I was talking about before, I would like to do this back in the shop. And I think if this was this big back there, and I could see it easy enough, it would be a lot easier to keep up with the chat on what everybody wants me to try and things like that. I might be willing to give that a go. I'm going to see how it goes Friday with the big live flapping video, um, and see. We'll go from there. And hopefully, if that goes well, then we're going to try some more stuff back in the shop, and that should work well. I hope. Like I said, this right here to me is perfect. I can see everything. I can read everything at a glance, and I don't have to strain to look. Make it stick and slightly bigger. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Ron. Appreciate it, and hope you can join us on Friday. And like again, it'll be between 10 and 2, I think. Excuse me. Every time I think I'm getting over this cold, it just comes back with a vengeance. Kind of makes me think it's not a cold, but what else could it be? Ah, Lordy, I'm not going to stay on here too long, guys. I mainly wanted to get this part set up for the chat here, and I've got that working pretty good. And I think you all will agree that you can see that okay on the picture here. You can see the chats over here. Um, yeah, it is the stupid weather. One day it's sunny, like it's out there sunny out there today. I don't know what the temperature is. Let's see, 50 degrees out there right now. Um, and you know that's not too bad. But then tomorrow will be rainy, cloudy, and just miserable. You're right. It is the stupid weather. But and then I have a problem with my bed. I like I said, I have a heated blanket on my bed, and sometimes I'll wake up in a cold sweat, and it just that's not good because it's not good to sleep in that kind of. Even though it's warm, it's not good to be damp when you're sleeping like that. So I've been trying to change that around to get over that, and so everything just kind of conspires against me. I think at this point in time, this is just a bad year. We know that, and we've already known that, but we can say for sure it is a bad year. Um, any update on the election? Anybody that knows that? Uh, Pat, you probably wouldn't care that much about it, but some of us here in the states are kind of watching it. I really haven't watched it close. I went to bed last night and really didn't even look at the news before I went to bed. I guess it's still pretty close right now, but I believe Biden is ahead a little bit. But maybe Trump can come back. I think he was ahead in two key states, and that would give him the lead if he ends up winning them. But still not enough to be confirmed. So so that's that. We'll know about yeah. I believe that, Bob. I really do. Um, well, I said I do, but it may not be. All right, I'm just getting kind of stuffed up and foggy here. I'm going to get off, and like I said, this was the main thing I wanted to get solved today. I've been on over 20 minutes now, so I think we're going to call it quits. Pat, really appreciate you joining us. Hope you can join us again on Friday and chime in again. Bob, as always, it's appreciated, and anybody else that's out there, or I guess this three refers to me being one of them because there never is nobody else that does the chat. So, yeah, I'm going to try, Bob. You know that. But so you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see ya in stream. Yes, I'm sure.